Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome to another film review that there's probably hundreds if not thousands of film reviews on YouTube currently on this film franchise in general, but for the first film released for sure, it gets a lot of praise and a lot of discussion in the film community in general, especially in the horror film film enthusiasts of horror for sure, and well respected for sure. Now, the first thing I have to say about this film is that it completely sucks. I'm kidding, kidding, kidding. Don't unsubscribe. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. Uh, this is the best viewing of The Evil Dead that I've had ever seeing it. I've watched this film, I would say, approximately 5 times, 6 times. This is the best viewing that I've had of it for sure. Phenomenal, phenomenal filmmaking. I'm going to speak so much on the cinematography alone, but I'll get to that in a bit. Evil Dead 2, which I'm going to watch and I'm going to review, never seen. Never seen Evil Dead 2. I've seen clips, but I've never seen enough of it to even consider myself seeing it. Like, I've maybe seen 2 minutes of the movie entirely, like, if that. So just on, like, popping it up on TV and stuff like that. But Evil Dead, I've always liked. But I had such a good experience with it this time. And Army of Darkness, I have seen many times, loved it. Had a good Halloween experience at a theater uh, sometime around 2012 or something like that. It was a bit ago, but it was a fun film. And as for the series, which is also in this pack, so you get Evil Dead 1 and 2 on 4K and Blu ray, and you get all 3 seasons of Ash versus the Evil Dead, which I've seen a little bit of the first season, but those are going to be that's going to be a first time binge for me too. And I was gonna buy the 2 films, Evil Dead 1 and 2, on 4K. Sorry, but then I went to look for them on Amazon, and then I found this, and it was gonna be released in like 3 weeks. This was back in November, and I'm like, oh, I'll just wait for that. That sounds amazing, and it is. And I liked re-experiencing Evil Dead again. So getting into this really amazing directional debut from a horror director, Sam Raimi. This is how you take a low budget and you utilize it perfectly. It's like it. Usually these films don't work. Usually the way it's shot, the way it's filmed, the way it's portrayed, and the decisions made. Usually they can't work because the budget is so low. The makeup effects, all they're all practical. That's what makes this film amazing. Like, if they did what they did with this film but made it CGI instead of practical, it would not work. Can the acting be can the acting be bad? Well, yeah, but it's so forgivable. Can some of the makeup effects be a little cheesy? Yeah, but it's so forgivable, because you just have such a genius concept. And like I said, with the cinematography, the way the camera angles are made, and I'm sure it was Sam Raimi who made the decisions, obviously, but if they had any like professional cinematographers on production, like on the sets, they just there's such uniqueness to this film, and they'll even do a lot of scenes that are very slow. Like, there's one scene, for example, where a guy is wanting to give a girl a necklace, and the necklace is in a box. And there's a lot of scenes where, like, the guy will look like this to the girl, and the girl will look like this because she's wondering what he's gonna give her, and then it'll like show just his hand with the box, and then the girl will look like this again on the next frame, and then the guy will do the same thing, and it's really slow. Like, they progress like a scene that usually would take like 5 seconds into like 45 seconds a minute, and you would think like, okay, well, like this clearly, like, why are they taking so long to just have a guy hand a girl a box? But it works. It works. That's the genius of this film. That's why I liked it so much, especially this time around. This set also releases. I don't have a 4K player yet. I wish I could see this film on 4K, but this film includes the original 133 millimeter like frame where you have like the black boxes on the sides. It looks like a VHS. And that's how I watched this film too. So maybe I liked it for that aspect too, because it felt like I was watching like an old school VHS. And this film just really does feel, you know, old school. It's great. Like, as much as I adore the Friday the 13th franchise, all of them, this film does that setting, cabin in the woods, haunting kind of stuff, or like, it's not a slasher, but it does that whole cabin in the woods feel way better than any of the films. The first Friday the 13th comes close, but there's nothing that does it like the Evil Dead. There's the infamous branch rape. I'll say, can I say rape? Can I say these things on YouTube? I don't know. There's the famous branch mutilation. We'll go with. I don't even know what I can say on YouTube anymore. But that scene is crazy, and they do it good in the remake. The remake is great, and I actually, watching this original film, noticed how much of a tribute the remake actually paid to the original, because I thought the remake was just way gorier and way in a different direction than the original was. They did pay homage to the original film. Alvarez, I think it was, who directed it. But he does do a pretty good job in paying respect, and I've always liked the remake. But I've always looked at the original as a classic, but watching it now, I watched it 4 or 5 hours ago. I appreciate it just like so much more, and you get like amazing scenes, amazing practical effects, amazing. Where you get a girl like cutting her own arm off, and like eating, like biting her hand off. There's like a pencil stabbing. Um, it's like a great Halloween feeling. Not Halloween the movie. I mean Halloween season, like October 31st. Feeling movie that it would be so great to watch something like this on that day. And yeah, like just there's a scene where Ash, the main character, like drags a girl. He just grabs her by the feet and starts dragging her because she's like demonic and stuff like that. And when the girls get possessed, yeah, the head rolling is a little dated, like with the yeah and there's a lot of scenes too where when people are possessed by demons, there's like this screeching, like very high pitched, like and it goes on for a long time, and it's loud, and it can be annoying. That's one thing I found about the Evil Dead that is a little bit annoying. But again, I'm gonna go back to like forgiving these things because of the time, and because Sam Raimi just knew how to place a camera and use a tiny, but like this is the type of film that is utilized for its budget to like a perfect T. Like this is why it's a classic. You have to watch The Evil Dead if you're a cinema fan. If you hate horror, then don't, because it's gory. But if you don't mind horror and you want to experience a piece of cinema that is like it utilizes what he had. Just the camera, the way it goes, the camera is almost like a character in itself. Like the camera movement is almost like a person. There's a scene where the camera's right behind the girl coming out of the door, like the floor door, the floorboard or whatever, like that leads to the basement. I don't know what you call those, a door on the floor, I guess. But she's like bringing her hand out, and the camera's like right behind her. You feel like you're seeing what she sees, but even outside of that, it just feels a lot of times that the camera is its own character, even though it's not a character. It that's the best way I can describe it, and I really felt that was so present in this film. And then like the third act, the whole uh, Ash with the shotgun, and he's going around, and he's in this cabin, which is not very big, but the way the film is shot, it's made to feel like it's bigger than it probably is. And there's a hand in where he puts his hand in the mirror. That was a great effect, and like it looked like the mirror became liquid and stuff like that. And oh my god, the eye gouge. You know what the eye gouge reminded me of? Um, it reminded me of 28 Days Later, which is the most brutal eye gouge that I've seen in a film before. Um, Most brutal for sure. And I rewatched this. I totally forgot about that eye gouge, but it's there, and it's brutal. Let me say that. And the ending is great, obviously, but finally, so many things about this film are classic. But going back, I want to make a point about first-time directors and utilizing budgets. This one is this is the best example. Is the Evil Dead. And so you have to watch the Evil Dead. It's 5 out of 5 out of, or I would put it 98 or 99 out of 100. That's how I usually rate films because I hate decimals. But it reminds me a lot, like in the way that you utilize a budget, Mike Flanagan's first film called Absentia. If you ever come across Absentia, if you're ever a horror fan, if you like indie movies, if you like low budget films, if you like B movies, Mike Flanagan, who, my God, he made such a great start with Absentia that as soon, like everything else he directed, Doctor Sleep, the second Ouija Origins of Evil or something like that. Midnight Mass, the best series that I've seen in so long. Midnight Mass is amazing. This is all my House on Haunt. No, oh my God, the Haunting of Hill House. There you go. The Haunting of Hill House and the Haunting of Bly Manor. That's all Mike Flanagan. So Mike Flanagan knows his shit, and his first film, Absentia, is a really, really, really tiny budget film. You can tell when you watch it. But my God, is there such like realization on this director when he directs a film like Absentia. It's incredible, and that's the Evil Dead. So you can tell by watching the Evil Dead that Sam Raimi went to where he went. Is basically the point I'm making. I'm comparing those two directors, Mike Flanagan and Sam Raimi. So you can tell that like these directors know what they're doing. But the Evil Dead is freaking awesome. So I'm gonna be reviewing the second one. It's gonna be my first time watching it, so I'm gonna just give it a first time watch review. I'm not gonna review the series, the entire seasons, the episodes, but I might review Army of Darkness. So you might be able to stay tuned for that, pretty much. And what have I missed? I don't think I missed a single thing. I'm pretty much good. I don't like rambling on forever. But yeah, it's a classic. It's a horror classic. A lot of practical blood. So if you love that, I mean, it's a good watch, and it's a good piece of horror cinema from a director that you can, by watching this, you know why, like I said, he went on to bigger things. But anyways, subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you liked my voice, or if you like my film reviews. Subscribe if you want to keep around, like, in touch for more, if you want to see more of them. I don't know how to end these videos, but subscribe if you like, and if you like hearing me talk. So till next review, there's lots on the channel. Go check them out, and until next time, take care and cheers.